Hey everyone, a double P here. So in today's end of the day trading recap, I figured I can do one today. I won't be on here too long. So let's get into it. I sent out the trade to you, which was CNVA, which was Carvana, and there were some support tickets um, from members that my guys sent over to me, and I'm wondering why I took Carvana CVNA. Now I don't want to get into the long of it because this is going to be a really short end of the day trading recap. Just basically all you need to know is when I'm looking at the market, like I said, due to my health challenges, I'm not going to be online that much. This was a quick trade to the upside. Let me come over here. Well, first of all, let's go over here. So there's my account right there, live account. Stocks in real time, MX, New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, all real time, equity options, real time feeds, futures options, real time feeds, Forex, real time, other real time. So let me come over here to the day. We'll go on a 2-minute chart. That might make it a little bit easier. And we got to auto zoom in. So when I sent out the trade to you today, there was a few reasons why I sent out the trade for you. This stock is up 100% since the beginning of 2023. So that was a pretty good reason why to send out the trade. In pre-market here, I just saw it building. It was just building, and I just figured, you know what? Why not? Let's come over here let's open this up a little bit so that you understand the methodology behind Double P's slight madness. Volume was building up in pre-market. Price action was building up in pre-market. Let me come over here. I got to put a study on here. Vol. Let me move that up there. Just a couple things I got to add here. You know what I'm going to do? This will make it easier. Let's just come down here to the good old study sets. This will make it quicker. And let me, that'll make it quicker. So pre-market, it was just building like crazy. The volume was building. Everything, price action, everything was just moving. And as you see right here, let's do this. That's my support, my resistance, price action. In this particular instance, all I care about today is price action and volume, because price action and volume tells you everything. So if you want to come over here, let's look at the option statistics. This was off the hook today for the call sizzle. The call put sizzle is 4-3. The volatility sizzle is 1.1 times the regular volume. Stock sizzle is 5 times the regular daily volume. So that was a candidate. And this was just in a pure gamma squeeze. You can see it right here, call to put ratio. And not just a pure gamma squeeze, but you can see it right here. 30% of the calls were at the ask or above, which means people were piling to get into the stock, just piling to get into the stock. and they're buying calls. They weren't selling calls, they're buying calls, right? So effectively, this was just like a one big major gamma squeeze. VWAP was $9.85, so keep that in mind as we go through this. And then yes, you can see what I did today, $1,600. I wasn't in it for too long, and I didn't. I wasn't aggressive with this one. I should have been aggressive, but I wasn't, because this is one of the reasons why I wasn't aggressive with this is because this is a psychological trade for retail traders. This isn't algorithms. This is a psychological warfare with psychological day traders and in the social Reddit boards and the social media traders. So there's resistance levels, psychological resistance levels that have to be hit or breached or maintained for the stock to go anywhere today. So when I sent out the trade for you guys was at 956. Let's look at the implied vol. Let's look at the implied vol first of all. Let's go over here to main track. Let's look at the implied vol for this. The implied vol for this was 314% for this particular call here. Absolutely insane. So let's come over here. This is the reason why I attacked the stock. Everything I'm talking to you about right now, this is the reason why I attacked it, right? Out of the gate, pre-market just ripped. And then we had a nice little dip. This is not algorithms. This is all retail investment, maybe a little bit of prop trading firm trying to get in on the action, but no algorithms. This is basically a bankrupt stock, right? So at one particular point, it was up like 39%. So 956, that was the candle right there that I decided to send the trade out. And this is the reason why I decided to send the trade out at that time, because the way the option chain moves, had I sent this out earlier, you would have took a big whack sending it out at that particular time. Because when the option drops in value, it drops incrementally with this with the stock drop, and it drops super fast. So at 956, that's the candle I sent out. Right there in that candle, that's a candle of indecision. That's a spinning top. Let's just open that up there so that you see it. So that candle right there, that's a spinning top. It's a candle of indecision. But you can see the setup right here. You always want to know what a stock's doing. You want to count back 3 candles from this candle. So 1, 2, 3. Look at the setup there. So spinning top, gravestone doji, bullish spinning top, bullish gravestone doji, bullish one soldier, and then the rip, right? Then it's going to consolidate right here, drop down, pull back, indecision, spinning top, rip, right? So now the psychological level has been breached for for traders. So right here at $9.50 is psychological, right? So right there, that's psychological. Then this is your next psychological point. And then this right here is your next psychological point, $9.99. Should be $9.95. But the way these traders trade, that's how it is. And you see here, I built out my price level, right? And then I just decided to stay in this stock. I just decided to stay in this position because when this position's up over 25%, when I sent it out to you, it was up over 22%. So it's one of those things where this thing is either going to go hit 40, 50, 60%, or it's just going to turn out and fizzle and burn out and drop, and then it's useless, right? It'll crash back down to $7 or worse, but it didn't, because it had 107 million shares of volume today, right? That's an incredible amount of volume. It's an incredible amount of retail investment just pushing through. The daily average is 21,000, right? That's on a 2-minute chart. So if you want to go on a day chart, well, I'm not going to go on a day chart. I want to cut this video off. I just want to walk through this. So right here, let me walk you through how this works. This is psychological resistance right here. That's why you see consolidation, right? That's psychological resistance, right? This is a rip. Then traders are back and forth trying to figure out, jockeying for position, what they want to do and how they want to do it. Right? It's psychological, right? Then you got the next, that was resistance right here, right? 999, 995, 999. That's resistance, right? And then finally you get that push, right? The push up here to 10 to, it's going to break $10, then 10.15, 10.45. As you see here, these are the price levels, psychological resistance levels that I'm just mapping out. 9.99, 10.40, 10.63, 10.77. Do you see the formula? Do you see what traders are doing here? So let me just back this out here so that you can see this. Right? And I just decided to stay in the trade, and I watched it, and I set my alerts, and I set my sells. So at 11:23, I sent out another text alert to you, which should be right around there. Like, this thing was moving. This thing right now is at about 38% or so. Or, yeah, about 33 to 35% right here in this candle here at about 11:20 or whatever it was. So look at the staircase. Look at the high level consolidation. And the reason why I say look at the high level consolidation is, let me just move this over here, is because each one of these movements was a high, was setting a new high, so higher highs, right? And consolidation, wicks, right? And then finally, because there were no downticks here, let's just move this over here so that you see it. Because there was no downticks on that area, and then we hit the high right there at 1087, and then that's when I kind of just said, because that was a sell side, a spinning top sell candle right there at the very top. That was as far as this thing was going to push, and that was literally about 39%. And I said to myself, if this thing can't crack 40%, that's when it's going to fail. It hit 39% and it just failed. So that was the high. And on this particular stock, because it's psychologically driven with psychological traders, with retail investment traders, that's my cue to get out. And then you see what happens after that. What I always tell you, when it hits the high, you want to be looking at taking pretty much all of your profit off the table. So you're probably left with whatever contracts you have left. And then that was it for the rest of the day. It just steadily, retail investment, retail traders trying to pick it up, trying to push it, trying to bounce it around. Almost challenged for the high, but it didn't. And it just simply, it may push tomorrow as well. I'm not going to be trading it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll look at it, but we'll see what happens. So that's the end of the day. Trading recap from Double P. Thanks a lot for a lot of your sending in your get wishes and stuff like that, and championing me to get better and stuff. And I super appreciate it. Very much appreciated it. We'll see how it goes. All right. So that being said, that's it for Double P. Over and out. Take care, everyone.